On this week's breaking news, that's no moon. That's a $1,000 Lego set. We're getting a mineral collection, Gizmo, and the Christmas lineup, and so many other things. So make sure to stay tuned for this week's breaking news. Today's episode is brought to you by Back to Brickwear, my newest venture into the AFL merchandise, the ultimate Lego-inspired clothing line that's not just fashionable, but also celebrates the very foundation of the Lego system we all know and love. Imagine minimalist designs that seamlessly blend style and nostalgia. Back to Brickwear brings you high-quality apparel inspired by the iconic Lego bricks we know and love. Each piece is crafted with precision and attention to detail, making it a must-have for any Lego enthusiast. These aren't just your average threads. We're talking about minimalist designs that don't scream at you, but just show your nerddom in a classy way. And of course, they're inspired by designs found in the Lego system. And you know what screams quality? Embroidery. Almost every piece is stitched with love, featuring those iconic Lego elements. It's like wearing your childhood memories, but making them fashionable. So whether you're a hardcore AFL or just want to rock some seriously cool gear, check out the Back to Brickwear page on Etsy. Dive into the collection, embrace the Lego spirit, and let's make some memories together. Back to Brickwear, where the style meets nostalgia. Head over to the Back to Brick Etsy page and let the fashion adventure begin. Happy building, my friends.
Lego.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Brick. I'm your host Garrett, and this is the podcast where we talk with fellow AFLs about their Lego designs, and we get down to the breaking news to talk about all things Lego has been up to for the past week. Well, the past 2 weeks, because yes, I'm finally back. We have completed our move to Orlando, and I'm setting up my studio. It's a little bit of an echo in here and still pretty empty. There's just the desk getting set up and a lot of boxes. And a lot of the Lego boxes made it to just the garage because, well, they don't fit in this small room. I had a bigger basement, so that's kind of where it's extended into. And I'm going back and cataloging exactly which ones are in which box. So, well, next time I don't forget because I just did it pretty quickly here. But I'm back into the news, and there's quite a bit. So let's get into some of this news. First off, of course, we're going to be doing our set reviews at the end of the episode. First, we're going to be doing set 75417, the UCS AT-AT Walker, because there was some big Star Wars news today. And then our mock review is going to be the Spider-Verse collectible minifigure series display stand by Freddy Bricks / Mox. So I'm excited to talk about both of those, and I'm excited to talk about all the latest Lego news. So let's get right into it. First up is the most important news of the week, the Lego Death Star. This is set 75419. It's 9,023 pieces. It's an 18-plus set and will cost an astonishing $1,000. It'll be available on October 1st. It does come with a ton of details, a ton of different scenes, 38 minifigures, some from an imperial dignitary to director-critic, and a fun minifigure from, well, our favorite video game, the Star Wars saga, with a stormtrooper in a bathing suit. A ton of stormtroopers overall. Some of them are unique to the set. Most of them are not. You can find most of those. But it is a weird... It's a slice of the Death Star with a small section at the bottom that starts to round it, but that's about it. Some people wondered, can you mount this on the wall? From the reveal that happened at 9:15 on Thursday morning, no, you cannot put it on the wall. It is 8 kilograms, so that's quite a large set and heavy for sure. It has over 80 bags, and one little fun thing they said was the Emperor is in bag 66, of course, for Order 66. It comes with an Imperial shuttle and a bunch of scenes from the control room, Vader versus Obi-Wan fight scene, the trash compactor, the Imperial detention cell for Leia, and a bunch of other fun scenes, and of course the Death Star laser. Now overall, it's okay to me. I mean, it's still pretty cool. I can't wait to see it in person. A lot of it is taken up by an elevator shaft, and it looks like you can go up and down on that, but I'm not 100% on that. The gift with purchase is absolute crap, where it's a Death Star with a little clip mount and some more stormtroopers that you could build on Bricklink with no problem really, really easily. Yeah, I mean... I don't know what I expected. Well, we all expected a sphere, but the interior does add to the detailing on it. The spherical shape is pretty great. How they've managed to get it. No studs on top to get around it, but $1,000. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe 800, but I mean, the Millennium Falcon is sure almost is 850, but I don't know. This is going to be something I'm going to see in person. I'll go on day one on October 1st. I'm not going to get it on day one. I'm probably going to see how long I can build up some points and maybe get it. I will probably get it because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but a little disappointed in what came of this. So I would love to hear all your comments. You can go over and see all the comments on all the different websites for Lego to really understand this is how everyone feels about it. A LEGO Ideas set was revealed the other day, the Minerals Collection, set 21362. It's going to be an 18 plus set at 880 pieces and will cost $60 and available on October 1st. And it actually is up on pre-order. It comes with a few different gems from gold pyrite, purple amethyst, blue fluorite, watermelon tourmaline, and reddish pink rhodochrosite and tangerine quartz. I don't know if I pronounced that last one just right, but it comes with these fun little display stands that are just blocks that have little shelves on them. And the pieces are nice to get all those different minerals to it and the way that they built it. The gold pyrite has the creeper, or no, whatever, I think it's creeper heads actually just in full gold. I'm a little bitter, as I've said before on this set, because I submitted an amethyst geode large scale that I think should have been chosen but was not. And I guess this makes sense to have more geodes instead of just the single one. So if you're a LEGO Ideas fan or mineral collector, you'll like this set. The LEGO Ideas competition for Design Your Hobby was chosen. This is the Build, Paint, and Play by Doom Slicer, and it is a really fun way of depicting when you have the build and play sets where you have to break them off from a main plastic palette, and then you get paints and glue to piece it all together. And they've used a space minifigure to do that, and it's very well done. It has a little cutting mat to it, and then there's a figure next to it that they've already built, which is a classic Star Space minifigure, and this will be a gift with purchase. Now, I do think they missed an opportunity. They should have done it in a brand new Lego color for the Spaceman, but I digress. Maybe Lego will change that and do it on their own. The Bricklink Designer Program Series 6 have been revealed. Now, we already knew what they were because they were chosen, but the final modifications, if there was any, as well as pricing. So there's the Off-Road Adventure, which is 978 pieces and will cost $80. This has a looks like a Land Rover with a mountain biker and a tent to it. The Art Factory is 2,566 pieces, and it'll be $230. And this is a long structured building where you can actually fold it into a square. And inside, of course, there's different art galleries, a piano, a dance room, an art gallery on the lower level. The Gold Mine Expedition, 3,382 pieces at $300, if it was $30. It's old school mine. It's got the red siding to it, a paddle wheel to get the lift going up and down. And of course, the lower level is going to have your gold mine section to search for that gold. The Outlaw Forest Den, 2,617 pieces at $230, and it's another castle with a gate and kind of built into a rock structure to it. And then the Sequoia Tree Trail, it's 3,187 pieces at $270, and it has a little cabin as well as it looks like kind of a woodshed and these two massive trees, which are to depict the sequoia. So very outdoors selections for this round. And I only like the redwoods because just the trees look pretty cool. The other ones are, man, there's been some other series that I think have been selections are better for this, but those will be coming out sometime in the next few months. There's been a new Rebuild the World short film, and they've done these before, but this one is Tom Holland, and it's Tom Holland in a bunch of different makeup and designs. Lights, camera, play. Tom Holland and his brothers joined forces with the Lego Group to inspire kids and families to never stop playing. And it came out this week and showing his different iconic roles, Spider-Man from the cinematic universe, Endgame, And they've spread the message with a new short titled Never Stop Playing, where it's a swaggering high voltage score by rock legend AC/DC for this. There's different rallying cries to continue magic and play. Tom Holland said, I love building with Lego bricks as a child. My brothers and I would create our own wild worlds, turning the living room into a prehistoric jungle with our Lego dinosaur set, or set up racing tracks for our Lego cars. It was fun to relive these memories on set. Becoming an official playmaker is very cool. No matter how busy life gets, I've never stopped playing, and I don't plan to anytime soon. I hope this short film I did with the Lego group demonstrates the idea that to play is a way of expressing who we are no matter what age. For me, I've always been an important element of exploring the world and embracing the environment I'm in. Whether I'm on set or just hanging out with my brothers and mates, I try to bring an element of play into everything I do. It's a cute little video. Definitely something I didn't see coming. And to have a famous actor like this partner with Lego definitely inspires more people, and I think who are big Spider-Man and Tom Holland fans, to engage with the Lego group. Lego has a new gift with purchase coming out. This is the Sega Genesis controller. It's 260 pieces and will be available for gift with purchase on September 8th. And it goes along with Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's the old school black controller that's actually on a base. It is labeled with Sega Genesis as a 2x6 tile on the front, and then has the buttons, the ABC buttons on the right hand side, and of course the upright left down button on the other side. And then if you turn it around on the back, there's actually a tiny display of Sonic the Hedgehog, and even a 1x4 tile that has Sonic, how many lives you have left. I think it's a really fun gift with purchase, and you can get it with like the Black Pearl and some of the other sets that have come out already. And there hasn't been announced a spend limit that you need to get for this, but I'm guessing probably $150 at least. Lego's second 2025 Ideas Review had over 146 projects. That is an insane amount when the first one was 71 in 2023 as its most. So these are, I don't even know which ones they are. I couldn't keep up the amount of people that are getting 10,000 votes, and Lego has to pay them out for the ones that they don't select, and they usually only select one or two. So good luck trying to figure that out for the Lego Ideas team, because now they have to do so much research and planning that I expect that they're going to have to delay the release because they got a lot of work to do. Lego's officially revealed their seasonal sets. We're getting some great sets for the holiday season, which they do every year, and this one is no different. We're not getting the Winter Village set just yet, likely to see that on October 1st or November timeframe to get that. So let's go through them. First one is the Festive Gingerbread House at 498 pieces and $40. It's a small gingerbread house with Santa you can actually open up. And it's fine. I don't really know what it has to be $40. I don't see the real draw to it. You can have it open up and have kind of a two-door setting to it. But these snowman ornaments, they always do an ornament. It's 168 pieces at $13, and they're cute little snowman. One has a black hat on top, and the other kind of a bluish hat with a ring around it and some glasses, which I think is pretty cute. The best one, I think, is the upscaled Santa minifigure. It's 761 pieces at $55. So it's an upscaled minifigure, but Santa. And it has the classic hat, his beard, and of course the robe, which has some coloring to it. And then we have our Star Wars Christmas set. This is a Gingerbread AT-AT. It's going to be 697 pieces at $60 and come with a Darth Vader minifigure that is a gingerbread character. So it is in a brown color with different details on it, kind of like piping. And the cape is unique, of course. And the AT-AT is fine. Nothing super great about it, I'd say. It is in the brown coloring, or nougat, I guess, medium nougat, to make it look like a gingerbread. Of course, there's icing and different features on it. You can even open it up, and there's a little section you can put Darth Vader sitting there with some fireplace elements and the socks on the mantle. I think they've done some other interesting ones. I still love the gift with purchase one as the X-Wing, but this one is still very creative as well. Lego's released another set of Brickheadz. This time it's for Fortnite, Drift, and Raven figure. It's going to be a $20 set as they do for two parts at 280 pieces. I don't really know about Fortnite, but they look pretty unique and pretty cool for anyone that's a fan. Another Lego Ideas set has been revealed. Gremlins Gizmo. This is a 1,125 piece set, 18 plus, and at a cost of $110. It'll be available on October 1st. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Gremlins, I don't know if it's like a Halloween movie, but it is, I believe, Christmas movie more so. And it's a cute little gremlin. They have a brick-built ears. He even has the 3D glasses, and of course the cute little smile before he turns into a monster. And remember, don't water them. It's going to make things much worse. But it is very cool. It's a 2-in-1 set, so you can have them standing up or sitting. And just as they've been doing a lot of the classic figures, this one is really well done. Lego's first quarter of 2025, their revenue grew 12%. Consumer sales increased 13%, and the market share grew overall in the toy market. The operating profit increased by 10%, and cash flow from the operations achieved was much higher this year, with some free-flowing cash of 1.7 billion Danish crowns. A long-term investment. They've opened their new factory in Vietnam and the new headquarters in Boston, and they're continuing to make more progress on their sustainability efforts. So good for Lego, continuing their growth. I will say that they've gotten greedy. Their prices have gotten too large. Their sets have been a little lacklustered, and I think that there might be a change coming through for some of this, but I don't know if they keep coming out with good sets and $1,000 sets or higher price. Who knows what'll change and what people as consumers are going to do. So I don't know. Definitely an interesting realm as we move into the next quarters and 2026. The Black Pearl has been revealed. Now, it's not called the Black Pearl. It's called Captain Jack Sparrow's Pirate Ship, set 10365. It's 2,882 pieces, an 18-plus set at $380. And you might ask, why is it still so expensive? Because it's all black. Well, it does have some unique sails that they put on it, and we have a few minifigures. We've got Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Gibbs, Cotton, Anne Maria, Marty, Elizabeth Swan, and Hector Barbosa. They all are unique to the set, and the set itself is beautiful. I definitely will be getting this. Not sure when. It does come out on the 12th of this month, and it is really cool. I mean, they've got a display stand that has the full bow of the ship, or you can take off the lower section and have it on a table, look like it's flat, so it can be running along. It has an interior on the back section, and for anyone that's a Black Pearl fan, you want to get this. I think they didn't put the Black Pearl because that comes into a licensing agreement with Disney, which changed the whole thing, but I'm very excited for this set. This one and the anticipated Star Trek model are definitely what I'm very, very interested in getting. Another Lego idea set was revealed, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's 2,025 pieces, an 18 plus rating at $220, and it'll be available on the 15th of September. This has the scene where Willy Wonka, this is from the Gene Wilder one, where they go into his magical land that has the different plants that are made out of chocolate or candy, I guess, too, where I love the teacups where they're being used as flowers, so you can even have Wonka picking them up. And it even has the sailing boat down the Chocolate River. And there's a waterfall. The waterfall actually can move. Now, it does have Oompa Loompas as well, and our classic characters to go with it. They even have a golden ticket, so you can continue on the pure imagination journey with some other little scenes to capture what has been, iconic in the movie itself. If you've seen the movie or love the movie, this is something that I would recommend getting. As a Lego Ideas fan and a classic fan of the movie, I will be getting it as well. Lego Pokemon is coming out early 2026, and it looks like we're getting 3 sets to start off with. One that's 587 pieces at $60, another one that's 2,050 pieces at $200, and the massive one at 6,838 pieces at $650. I have no idea what these are going to be about. Just insane. It looks like it's going to be a March 1st release with February 27th Insider's release, but crazy. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they building large-scale Pokemon? Are we having battles? Who knows? Maybe a full-size map. It could be crazy what they're going to do, but as a Pokemon fan, I'm probably going to have to buy them all. Lego's doing a free giveaway on September 7th the Harry Potter Butterbeer truck. You can go and get this at your local Lego store and have this fun little build to go with it. It's got two little mugs with the little foam on top of butterbeer and some bike wheels that make this cool little stand. So go check that out on September 7th. People love Lego records, and this mom has decided she's going to run a 100-meter barefoot race over Lego bricks. She's Gabrielle Wall from New Zealand, just broke the record with no shoes on as she continues running. So she ran over the 100 meters at 24.75 seconds in Christchurch on the 16th of January. That is very impressive and very painful. And I wonder if she slipped at any point, but good for her. More records as people keep doing these to prove their worth and, their indestructible feat as they walk over Lego bricks. Hideo Kojima is looking to do some new Lego purchase builds and rumored secret project. And he's a Metal Gear Solid creator, and he's been building some of the Titan sets out of Lego, UCS sets as well. And he stopped by the Lego store and saw Cedric Diggory's Brickheadz, so he had to purchase it. And who knows what other projects he's going to be working with, because he's been with Robert Pattinson at the Cannes Film Festival with so many other projects that could come of not only him as a filmmaker and a builder, but also a Lego, I guess influencer would be a right word for this. There's a new Lego Ideas Set Challenge where you can go over and build what your avatar needs. It's for gamers and gaming enthusiasts. The challenge is to help builders create something that a gaming avatar would need. Anything from vehicles, accessories, and training areas, who knows? So you can go and win a bunch of sets for the grand prize winner would be Mario Kart, the Mario and Standard Kart, Creative House, Seasons of Fun, Mecha Team Leader, the Crafting Table, and Team Sonic Command Truck. So many choices. And if you're a huge gamer, go over and build something like this. I think that every gamer and avatar needs some really creative features and tools to win a game. There's two new Insiders rewards. One is the Back to Hogwarts item. The first one is a keychain of a Lego built controller. I think it goes along with GamerCon that they recently attended. And the another one is the Hogwarts decals, where it has this little whiteboard to it and a bunch of different stickers that you can add to it with different characters as well as items from the Harry Potter universe. So look out for those in the Lego Ideas group section come early September. The Lego house is working on its seasonal plans as they do every year. They'll update in the Halloween season as well as Christmas, so there's going to be a bunch of different things. And they're also going to be doing some closures from October 27th through March of next year. The restaurant is going to be closed for renovations. So they're going to be doing different experiences like Pickleball, My Mini Chef, pop-up food experiences, and many more. So Mini Chef is definitely going to get some updates, not only for the minifigure himself, but areas in the restaurant. The managing director of the Lego House this summer has been record-breaking for Lego House with more guests than ever before enjoying the unique experience we offer. They're excited for their expansion, especially as they've expanded to the LEGO Masters Academy this early September, and looking forward to seeing what will continue to grow the LEGO house. It's such a small area building, but this is growing and making a crowd really want to experience this as well as so many things in the area. There's a new LEGO theme expected to come out in June of next year. Not really sure exactly what they're going to be, but we've got a few different sets, and it looks like they're going to be 12 plus sets and possibly one 18 plus set. So what's our speculation? They've already created Dreams and Ninjago with some big reveals, and I don't know. It could be something very creative, or it could be another dud, but I likely think that it's going to be a LEGO created theme, and I'm excited to see how they continue to grow from here. LEGO is going back to Hogwarts. As we already talked about, they're doing their free build of Butterbeer. truck, which looks to be in Europe as well as possibly some United States ones. But then they're going to be doing some other areas where you can get some gifts with purchase that had been previously only to other sets. So we likely will see them come back specifically for the Hogsmeade area as well as some other sets. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, the season is just starting. As we get into Christmas time, I usually watch a marathon of Harry Potter. So this is more builds that I need to do. The LEGO Ideas A Night to Remember in the Shire is open for fan votes. There's so many different models here where they've created some spectacular builds, from a cake of Minas Tirith with fireworks and, of course, Hobbiton, Bag End. Then we've got a huge group of minifigures from the series in a book form, having fireworks and Mordor over it, and the dragon fireworks, just all really cool. And for all those that want to win, they get some great grand prizes from the Rivendell set, which is great, and the Shire, which also another great set. The Bricklink Designer Program Series 6 mini build competition is out as well. So you can go over and design some of the Series 6 finalists, and if yours is chosen as the best mini model, you'll get the set that you built. So if you want to go and do that, there's, as we said, the Art Factor, the Off-Road Adventure, the Goldmine Expedition, Sequoia Tree Trail, and the Outlaw Forest Den. There's a rumor of another Iron Man suit coming out, a direct-to-consumer 18-plus set for adults, and it's a buildable Iron Man. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. It's 1,297 pieces, $130. Like they did for the direct-to-consumer of the Hulkbuster, maybe this is just for like the Mark 1 or Mark 5 or Mark 3. Who knows what mark it'll be, but let's see if they do it right this time. Lego Pick-a-Brick has kind of made a pause on U.S. deliveries because of tariffs. It seems that our president decided to enact a lot of these tariffs, and the Europeans decided to agree to them for some reason, and they're going to be stopping producing or sending over 2,500 parts to the U.S. just because of these tariffs that would cause if you only buy a certain amount of bricks and the shipments and all that. So that sucks for anyone that has purchased those already or would like to, because now you're going to have to find another way, probably through Bricklink, but still, shit. A man by the name of Steven Von Dyke decided to collect the most minifigures in the world, and it's an impressive 11,803 minifigures, and continuing to expand. The previous record was held at 2,000, so he's kind of smashed this. The only problem is displaying them and finding a place in his house is pretty impossible, he says, as he continues to expand. So the next house he's going to need is definitely a little bit bigger than that. But wow, that's incredible. 11,000 minifigures. Seriously, I have no idea how they can even do that. At Gamescom, LEGO had some of their biggest builds, one for One Piece as well as one for Batman, the Batmobile, to showcase for their newest video game that's coming out, and it included over 500,000 pieces. It's the latest one from the Batman movie, and it looks, more like a muscle car than anything else, but it's definitely impressive to have such a large-scale build in the LEGO form, as always. So very cool for all those that attended Gamescom this year. The Brick Search app has been around for quite some time to give you the idea of what sets you have or what you're looking for and to purchase. And they've added a new section for ratings. And it seems that, there's some controversy around some of them where, the Spider-Man Doc Ock subway train scene had a higher rating. I think it was, and they mark it in the green, similar to what like movies do. And it seems the Juggernaut, the tiny turbo tank, has 52 out of 100, which honestly should be a lot lower for what it is and what it was built design-wise. And it seems that a lot of people have been controversial about these are just ratings by some people. Go over to lego.com and you'll see the actual ratings. But it does help people understand what they should be buying and what they shouldn't be. All right, everyone, that is all the news. So I can't believe we caught up on all that for this week. Thank you again for tuning into the podcast, and I appreciate each and every one of you really coming back and listening. I know last week was it's a little bump, and that happens. Sometimes you need a break, especially if you're moving over 1,000 miles. So I appreciate you all coming back. Make sure to subscribe and tell your friends to come and listen as well. All right, let's move into our set reviews. The first one is set 75417, the AT-AT Walker. It's an 18 plus set of 1,513 pieces. You'll get 1,300 insiders points, and it has a rating of 35 reviews at 4.1. It looks like a teeny tiny point of the star for this. It is an Ultimate Collector Series build, and this is the old pricing. We now have like 240 or more as we continue to get different builds, and this one is definitely nice. It's hard to have no studs on top when wedge pieces do not have just tiled forms just yet. They've done this already previously, I think in mid 2007 or 8, and it looks similar. I'm not sure actually on the size scale difference of it. It does come with a display plaque and the movable guns on either side. It has details on the back structure with some of the newer bricks, and the angling is definitely different because it has the sloped front, the sloped downward forward slide sections on either side. And if you collect UCS, this is one of them to get. It is on the lower price point, so that means that more people have access to buy and build it. And the Walker is just iconic from Endor and a bunch of other scenes, of course, throughout Star Wars. And at $200 for 1,500 pieces, that's a little steep, but Star Wars is always a little steep. That's about, 12 cents per piece? But I still recommend getting this one if you're a big Star Wars fan, and the AT-ST needed an upgrade for this scale, so here we are. And our mock review is the Spider-Verse Collectible Minifigure Series Display Stand by Freddy Bricks /Mox. It's a PDF form of 703 pieces at $5. And it is like this Into the Spider-Verse, where it's the tunnel form as you travel through different universes. It shows, kind of the outlying blue, light bluish with black and pink dots. And then as you go down, they're all hexagons as you move farther and farther in. There is a fun buildable spider as well. That's the display stand on the bottom, unless you want to hang it up, which I guess you could do. And it has spots for all the Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Spider-Thing minifigures that you need to put in there from the latest collectible minifigure series. So go out, get those all. I have 9 out of 12, so I need 3 more, which I'll probably have to stop at like Walmart or the Lego store again to get those, and build this to display your pieces. At $5, that's not terrible, especially if you want a unique display for those minifigures. All right, everyone, that's all I have. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back next week, so make sure to come back and tell your friends to come as well. And I'll leave you, as I always do, get creative, get out there, and go build something.